A statement coming in from the Afghan foreign minister, who's put out a big message to Pakistan. The statement that reads, and I quote, "We will not allow Afghan territory to be used against any country." Both sides will remain in touch on this issue. Of course, he's referring to India and Afghanistan, as he continues to say that we condemn any cross-border action of Pakistan in Afghanistan. We would like to warn Pakistan government that issues cannot be solved through this approach. Muttaki has also said that Afghan people's patience and dare should not be challenged. If someone does not know that they should ask British or Soviets or even the Americans.
We also talked about security concerns and had detailed discussions on this end. The Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, just as it has proven over the course of the last 4 years that the territory of Afghanistan will not be used against others, it remains committed to that policy, that the territory of Afghanistan has not threatened, has not been used to threaten or harm others. Afghanistan has a long history of safeguarding its independence, sovereignty, and combating occupations. And even after this, Afghanistan will not allow military interventions or military presence of anyone.
अफ़गानिस्तान आपको पता है कि इस खिते में वो इत्तिसाल और ट्रांजिट और इक़्तिसाद का एक मरकज़ बन सकता है। ये जोग्राफिया ऐसा है कि सेंट्रल एशिया और जनूबी एशिया के दरमियान ये बेहतरीन नज़दीक रास्ता है वसल का, तो इससे फ़ायदा उठाना चाहिए। इस हालात को ख़राब करना नहीं चाहिए। हम जैसे हिंदुस्तान के साथ अच्छा ताल्लुकात चाहता है, पाकिस्तान के साथ भी अच्छा ताल्लुकात चाहता है, लेकिन ये ताल्लुकात दोनों तरफ से हो सकता है, एक तरफ से तो नहीं हो सकता है। इसलिए हमारा ख्वाहिश ये है कि ऐसा गलती को तकरार नहीं करना चाहिए। अफ़गानियों का हौसले नहीं आजमाया, उसको ज़्यादा छेड़ना अगर लोग करता है तो वो एक बार अंग्रेज़ से पूछे, फिर सोवियत यूनियन से पूछे, फिर अमेरिका से पूछे, फिर नाटो से पूछे, ताकि वो आपको थोड़ा सा समझाए कि भाई अफ़गानिस्तान के साथ ऐसा खेल करना ये अच्छा नहीं है। अफ़गानिस्तान का लोग, अफ़गानिस्तान का हुकूमत, अफ़गानिस्तान का जो मौजूदा सियासत है वो मुतवाज़िन सियासत है, वो सुलहामेज़ सियासत है, वो बिरादरी चाहता है, हम इक़्तिसादी रवाबित चाहता है, हम डिप्लोमेटिक रवाबित चाहता है। जब डिप्लोमेटिक रवाबित मौजूद है तो वही रास्तों से मुश्किल हल करना चाहिए।
Afghanistan, on the basis of its Islamic principles and precepts, has adopted a balanced and economic-centric foreign policy, and seeks positive relations with all countries. India has a good opportunity to engage on this positive trajectory and advance our relations, just as we have managed to do so over the last 4 years. And we hope that this balanced policy will encourage others to also come forward.
Cutting across to my colleague Pranay Upadhyay now joining us on the broadcast. Pranay, clear message to Pakistan coming in from Afghanistan that India and Afghanistan stand united on this issue. Pakistan should not mess around, and Pakistan clearly panicking.
Absolutely, Suesha. In response to India Today's question, Amir Muttaki, Foreign Minister of Afghanistan, clearly sent a strong message from the Indian soil to Pakistan that Pakistan should desist from taking such kind of actions and such kind of irresponsible actions on the Afghan territory, and they shouldn't forget the lessons of history, because how Afghan remain an independent country and how they respect their own sovereignty, how they defended their own sovereignty, need not to be reminded to people in Pakistan. And he sent out a clear message to Pakistan that it is Pakistan who has been sponsoring terrorism, not the other way around, and Afghanistan will not allow its territory to be used against any country. He said that we want friendly relation with India as well as with Pakistan. Pakistan, but there is a diplomatic rule to resolve any issue. On the contrary to that, Pakistan, if they want to use the other action or military action, then they should they are inviting for a trouble. So these are the strong messages, strong words given by the Afghan foreign minister from India while he was addressing a presser today. Just a while ago, he had a good conversation with Indian Foreign Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, in which both sides have decided to gradually improve the bilateral relationship, the diplomatic ties, to open up the scope and the space for business, for visas, for a greater cooperation. And as far as the security aspect is concerned, both India and Afghanistan decided and agreed to take forward their security cooperation and in terms of the information sharing, in terms of the capacity building.
Oh yes, Pranay, and this particular development being looked at in a lot of ways. With regards to the big takeaways that you would like to highlight on how the Afghanistan-India ties, diplomatic ties, are reshaping now towards a better future, and of course, it being a very pragmatic engagement and a strategic move for India.
Let me show you an example here, because I am right now standing in the Afghan embassy in New Delhi, and the flag flying on this pole mast is the erstwhile Afghan flag, which was of the Afghan national government, and this flag is still the flag which is flying in the Afghan embassy in New Delhi. And the Afghan foreign minister Amir Muttaki, who recognizes and who holds a different flag, has come here. In fact, there was a flag issue as well, that which flag will be placed during his presser, and the local staff who resisted the placement of Talibani flag, in fact, they removed the Afghan flag and the Talibani flag as well. So therefore, at the very last moment, they placed a small flag on the table, and that remains an issue. This is the diplomatic dilemma, that how India and Afghanistan can take forward the ties. However, having said that, this is also a fact that both sides have agreed to take forward the relationship to build a stronger partnership in terms of the developmental projects India has committed, and Afghan government, Afghan foreign minister welcomed India's decision to go for more developmental projects in Afghanistan, to open up Afghan embassy. In fact, India has also agreed to let Taliban government place their diplomats in Delhi and gradually improve the relationship. So this remains the state of affairs, the state of relationship between India and Afghanistan. However, this remains a bedrock. This remains an agreement or a consensus that gradually we should try and improve our relationship, which was recognized by Mr. Muttaki as well, that in last 4 years, gradually both countries, both sides have decided to improve the relationship, and there is a prospect of betterment of ties. There is a prospect of a better business-to-business contact. There is trade relationship in terms of the visa expansion and also in terms of better diplomatic ties between India and the Taliban regime of Afghanistan.
Oh yes, absolutely, Pranay. And not to miss the last line of this statement, where Taliban in their typical style saying that if someone does not understand or know, then they should ask British, Soviets or Americans.